Yo, what's up, everybody? Scotty GLO coming at you with another video. Um, there's a few challenges being thrown out there. A lot of debate back and forth between social circle game versus cold approach game. They don't need to be mutually exclusive, but the question here is which one is more valuable, more sustainable, teachable, applicable, and quite frankly, if we were to do a poll, what skill would you rather have? Point blank. And I really don't think it's a debate, man. Cold approach is something that will be with you forever. I mean, you're not always going to be famous. You're not always going to be a celebrity. And quite frankly, oftentimes you go out, if you're not like the 1%, you're going to go out into a big metropolitan city. A lot of people, your ego will shrink because how many people do not recognize you, do not know you. You got morons like this Zerka clown saying, I run these streets. People are just laughing at him. I mean, trying to flex his, subscriber count in front of people who have no idea who he is. So you want to bank on that, your fame that's going to come and go like the wind? Or do you legitimately want to have a skill that will be with you forever, a permanent fix? To this day, I know a lot of guys who have had a lot of money, good status, businessmen, and they see what I was doing when I was basically the poor, and they're like, dude, how do you do that, man? You'll always have a stream of women and new women coming in once you really develop the skill of cold approaching women. That will never go away. You'll never have to worry about finagling this or finagling that or using the internet to get this and to line up an event. All these complications and building up a status, that stuff. This, on the other hand, cold approach is with you if you're poor, if you're fat, if you're rich. It's a skill that you'll always have. Point in case. That stuff comes and goes, and it's not always going to be there for you. Look at like Logan Paul or Will Smith or Jonah Hill. Some of these guys with extremely high status, right, could put together any event they want. But that streamer on Twitch, they could do whatever they want. A lot of these NBA players, and they're still getting dicked over by a lot of promiscuous women, because they never took the time to develop the skill of cold approaching women on the street. I'm talking machine gun style, mass approaching. Mass approaching is something someone is so intimidated of doing, but if you're willing to put in that time, you will never ever have to worry a day in your life about, meeting women and always having a new stream of women coming in. I think from the outside looking in, we tend to overvalue celebrities and basketball players and just think that they have an endless stream, yada, yada, yada. That's why, but still, it doesn't matter. They might have the ability to answer a DM and get a girl to sleep with them, but they get cheated on, or they still get this one-itis. They still pedestalize women. Their internal view of women is still to pedestalize and to still have a very small, narrow, limited way of thinking when it comes to women, because they've never mass approached. They never worked volume to a certain extent to see and develop that abundance mentality one after the next. And what that does is really and truly gives you that I don't give a fuck attitude, which is one of the most attractive qualities that come across in women, that women see, Like, you could be a nobody, but you've changed your internal viewpoint of women, and say you've approached 5,000, 10,000 women, the next girl you approach, be like, who is this guy I'm talking to? He doesn't give a fuck. They want to know who you are. Like, it just rubs off. It's that aura of, shooting your shot, pushing the envelope, not being afraid to lose this girl. That is huge. All of these qualities only come through, you know, working volume and cold approaching after cold approach. This stuff changes your character. You know, your balls grow tremendously. You're acting from a standpoint of experience and courage. You know, these things are internal shifts. You rather that or to bank on your fame, your status, you know, things that just, honestly, they can come and go. You're not really internally changing. You're banking on your name. You're banking on your bank account. You're banking on how many movies you were in. And just like all of these guys in the news, you would say, wow, how is this possible? Logan Paul, Jonah Hill, so on and so forth. They're getting played because they never took the time to really shift and approach women at the same level as someone who really devoted their life to it, blood, sweat, and tears, day in and day out. People think, oh, it's a waste of time. They say it's a waste of time after like a week and they're rejected or they haven't, you know, they're not getting anywhere with it. But if you stay committed to it and say, I'm going to change, you'll start to see the fruits of your labor. And the people who put the work in know exactly what I'm talking about. So smash that like button, subscribe, and if you guys are interested in one-on-one coaching, you know, hit me up, let me know. Peace out, guys.